Deceptive beauty, beauty, beauty. Hi there, my fellow traveling lights. Welcome to my channel. It's a joy to have you, and I've got something really interesting to talk to you about today. If you want to stick around for that, then please do. Thank you so much. Remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Thank you for sticking around. Today I am on a very important mission. I am heading out to my garden with my daughter because I am on a mission hunting for a culprit in my garden. As you can see, it is a beautiful day, lots of gorgeous flowers. This garden was actually designed by somebody very special to me, and lots of flowering plants, some of which are very unique. Yeah, want a little pruning and a little fix up, but so far so good. New garden, and it is going to grow, and then I can have the plants trimmed and shaped. One thing about this garden is that it has been very, very fruitful ever since it was planted. What you're looking at now is a melon that I found growing in my garden along with pumpkins, a papaya tree, and several other little trees. But a couple of them perished except for the melons and the pumpkin. I had to take out the pumpkin, but the melon is still there, thriving, growing, and I had to just cover it up back. So the gentleman who cut my yard told me that he was going to put some of the grass on the melon because he wanted to prevent it from being scorched. So now, here is the culprit that I have been looking for. This beautiful looking plant in my garden, this orange-ish to pinkish color mushroom, it's actually a fungus. And when I tell you that this is the most dreadful thing I have ever come across in my life, you better believe. Them call it Jankro blow nose, Jankro nose knot. Them call it devil's heart, witch's egg, and there is a ton more names for this innocent looking, pretty looking plant that my sister says, "Oh, it's so beautiful, sister. I just love it." Until we realized exactly what it was. So now, here is the backstory on this beautiful little plant that's just lying down in my garden, all unconcerned, nobody's business. Just sit down in there and lie down and catch off so. Like a she at the queen of my garden. Like a she run things here so. Like none of the other flowers, I mean, they can't pretty like she. Eh? Yes, I have a story to tell you about this little plant. And here is the story right now. I promised to give you the backstory on that fungus or mushroom that I saw in my garden. So, as you know, we're now in a pandemic. And a few weeks back, I was teaching from home. I was on my veranda. That's where I was situated, along with my daughter, who is in prep school. She is just 3. So, while on the veranda, I smelled the most god-awful smell I ever smelled in my life. And believe you me, I have smelled some things. I don't know how many of you know and rat dead. Are your parents set rat poison? And how that smell used to be god-awful? You can't sleep in your place because you can't find the rat them. Thank God them did find the rat poison where make them dry out after a while and then you don't really smell it so much anymore. Well, it reminded me of that scent, that odor. And I remember I was nauseous. The fumes were it was just horrifying. I paused at this time to say that somebody was here with me and I said to her, "What is that smell?" And she said, Miss Reed, I'm going to let us pull away the fridge because we have a fridge on the veranda because we change out our fridge. So she said, rat must dead. And it must be behind the fridge. So I said, alright, I could pull it away. But before we pulled it away, I was situated there already and I just couldn't be bothered to move. It would have been a lot to move for my daughter and myself. So I waited until the end of class. She pulled it away and she searched on the place. There was nothing there. Nothing. I said, well, I have some crown of thorns around the window side here, so let me look at them. Car rat must dead in there, or post dead in there, or crab, or something. Bullfrog, something dead because nothing can smell so. Anyway, she and I went out because the rain had just fallen, and trust me, when the rain fell, it got worse. We went around there and we dig up the crown of thorns with stick, nothing. We pull up the garden, nothing. Say, now what kind of smell this? In the night, my husband came home and I said to him, "Hon, something has died in this house and I don't know where it is, but it smells awful." And he said to me, "But Sid, not no dead. Are the fungus plant were in the garden out there? That is what smells so. It named Janker knows not." I said, "What?" So I'm saying, "I know it." I said, "No, I've never heard of that before." And as a matter of fact, you make me want to start one channel right now. Just I've been toying with the idea, but I really want to start just to share this information. Because I'm sure that nobody else know about this kind of fungus. So I said, well, it's always in like dung that comes from out of the full cube or rotting stuff, dry wood, maybe mulch and so on. So I said, oh, I have some mulch in the garden. This decorative red wood. I am wondering if that's where it came from. So I said, you know what? I need to go look for myself, you know. So I get up and may look and smell. And he said, it's a good thing you never touch it, because if you did touch that, that don't come off of your finger for a long time. I said, Lord have mercy. And I did some research that night. And trust me, I realized that it was indeed that fungus and I had to get it out of my garden before it contaminated the place and so forth. So I did just that. I took it up, took up the dirt underneath it and put it in a bag and I disposed of it. And I think I'm probably going to just change the mulch because I don't want it to return. It was just too awful. I tell you, it smelled like death itself. I don't know. Tell me what you think. Do you know it? Do you know the Janker knows not? Have you ever seen it before? How do you deal with it? Drop it in the comment section and let me know. And also, I'm going to give you a little bit of information that I found out about this fungus. Yeah, it is a fungus, really. So that's it. Sit tight while I give you that bit of information. Thank you. Okay, so as promised, I did my research because I could not believe what my husband was saying to me, that something named Janker blow nose. In a Jamaica, yeah? So I said, no, sir, I have to do my research. So I jump on Google, you see. And when I did my research, I could hardly find anything named Janker knows not. I found one little article that came up with it and started to give me some additional information as to the correct name of this fungus or mushroom and so on. And eventually I saw something on Wikipedia. But I actually found a source that is actually, well, it seems like a good source or relatively good source because this person studied plant pathology. It's actually Keller Pearson 2016. And it says, what are stinkhorns? Stinkhorns are mushrooms or a species of fungus that is found in the tropics to temperate regions. It can suddenly appear in mulch, lawns, and areas with bare soil. These visually shocking fungi get their common name from their characteristic or their unpleasant odor. They are often an unwanted addition to home gardens. So what do stinkhorns look like? Well, here's the interesting bit. Stinkhorns grow into a variety of shapes, but they are best known for looking like horns or penises. A few species grow several appendages, resulting in an octopus-like appearance. Some species have a veil attached below the cap that resembles a lacy skirt flowing from the mushroom's hollow stalk. Stinkhorns can range in color from white, beige, and olive to bright orange or red with black accents. The tips of mature stinkhorns are usually coated in a spore containing slime. Gardeners often discover immature stinkhorns as they dig in the soil. The immature forms appear as a whitish to pink or purple egg-shaped mass or masses. Stinkhorns develop rapidly, sometimes growing up to 4 to 6 inches per hour, and can generate enough force to break through asphalt. Where do stinkhorns come from? Stinkhorns are often first introduced into a garden in organic materials, example soils and mulches, that contain microscopic hyphae, that is, fungal threads of stinkhorn fungi. Once stinkhorns mature, they produce a pungent off-putting odor that is reminiscent of rotten flesh or dung. And this smell may disgust people, but it attracts insects, particularly flies, and I bet you can just imagine what that does and how unsightly that is. What type of stinkhorn did I find? Well, I discovered based on the research that the type of stinkhorn that I found in the garden was known as the red cage stinkhorn fungus, also known as Clothus ruber. It is actually the stinkiest of all mushrooms, and in Jamaica, it has other names such as lattice stinkhorn, basket stinkhorn, and red cage. And in Jamaica, where I am from, it is called Jankro blown nose or Jankro nose knot. It's also called devil's eggs, witch's heart, and sorcerer's heart. My God, what names! I guess that just tells you how off-putting and horrifying an odor that is. Are there any benefits? Well, because stinkhorns can grow on dead organic material, they are actually beneficial in that they contribute to the recycling of plant debris into nutrients that improve soil fertility and can be used by garden plants. Well, that's the information I found on the internet. I remember when I was sitting on the veranda the day though, my sister came out and she said, "My God, this mushroom pretty. You see the new flower will come up in the garden?" So now when I learned in the night that that was what was causing that odor, I was thinking to myself, my God, in life, some things are so beautiful, but inside, it is so dead. And I'm just saying, confirming the saying that all that glitters is really not gold. And sometimes you look at some people and they seem like they're all right and everything is right with their world and it is well, but they're really not. They're really not. Because something is inside of them that's making them bitter. Something is inside of them that is making them sad and angry, and they're losing it. And, we just have to look out for people and spread light to them and share with them and care for others. Because I'm deeply philanthropic in nature. I like to give back. I like to share. I like to have, my little character building that my former vice principal introduced at the school. So I know the importance of helping out people and helping them to be their optimum self. And this stinkhorn has taught me to be very mindful of myself and to just get rid of any bitterness and any sadness that's inside of me, and just be a light and just be the beautiful outside that you see. So whatever is on the outside, it is also being mirrored on my inside. Clean heart, clean person. And that's how I want everybody to be. It's not possible because there's always good and evil in this world. But that doesn't stop you from shining and being a light to others. Because your candle can actually light somebody else's candle and light up the world. Give them a glow, a spark, something to live for. So let's root them out. Let's dig out those things from inside that makes us stinky, that makes us off-putting to other people, that makes other persons not want to be around us. Right? When you understand how stinkhorns work in terms of it producing the slime and the odor that attracts insects and flies to it, which then moves and transplants it to other places. That's also another way how stinkhorns can be spread, just like pollination with flowers. Then you understand the impact that we can have on other people just by our attitudes. And so it's very important that we're self-aware and understand that we can spread light, we can change our ways, and we can really spread light if we want to. We need to clean up, clean house, root out the things that are not of Christ, and then be a light for Him. We need to be a light for Christ. So the final word for the day: don't just be healthy looking on the outside. Also be healthy on the inside. Understand that health doesn't just come from nutritious food, vitamins, and medicines alone. It comes from peace of mind, peace in the heart, and peace in the soul. And it is magnified by laughter, love, and faith in God. May you find peace and good health, not only on this day, but for a lifetime. Remember, let your light so shine before men that they may see your good works and glorify your Father, which is in heaven.